would I go if the world had no limits? If I could defy all boundaries? If I could ride the wind, where would it take me? If all roads were open to me, where would I go? If I could fly, if I were free to move.
Human rights is, geez, that's a good question.
Human rights. Well, that's a tough one.
Wow.
I don't even know how to give that a definition.
I would probably have to do a little bit of homework or something.
Yeah, any right that I think just as a normal, human,
The rights that humans have.
Oh, that's a very large debate.
Menneskerettigheder kan betyde mange ting.
Tú le puedes preguntar a 20 personas y te van a dar 20 diferentes opiniones.
Non saprei, una domanda complicatissima.
Yes, we just take them for granted that they're there, but we don't even consider what they are.
Human rights are the rights you have simply because you're human. It's how you instinctively expect and deserve to be treated as a person, like the right to live freely, to speak your mind, and to be treated as an equal. There are many kinds of rights. Most apply to a certain group. But human rights are the only ones that apply to absolutely everyone, everywhere. That means kids, old people, poor people, basketball players, garbage men, rappers, teachers, Africans, Indians, Albanians, Christians, Muslims, Kabbalists, atheists, your mom, your dad, your next door neighbor, and you all have the exact same human rights. In other words, they're universal. But the question remains, what are they?
Name the human rights?
What the human rights are?
The right to live.
Equality between all peoples.
Right to religion, the right to...
Is there supposed to be a list somewhere I should be aware of?
According to the United Nations, there are a total of 30 human rights, which are usually lumped together and called simply human rights. They're all listed out in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which is the world's most widely accepted document on the subject. But it was a long time in coming. At first, there were no human rights. If you were in with the right crowd, you were safe. If you weren't, well, you weren't. But then a guy named Cyrus the Great decided to change all that. After conquering Babylon, he did something completely revolutionary. He announced that all slaves were free to go. He also said people had the freedom to choose their religion, no matter what crowd they were a part of. They documented his words on a clay tablet known as the Cyrus Cylinder. And just like that, human rights were born. The idea spread quickly to Greece, to India, and eventually to Rome. They noticed that people naturally followed certain laws, even if they weren't told to. They called this natural law, but it kept getting trampled on by those in power. Not until 1,000 years later in England did they finally get a king to agree that no one can overrule the rights of the people, not even a king. People's rights were finally recognized, and they were now safe from those in power. Kind of. It still took a bunch of British rebels declaring their independence before the king got the point that all men are created equal. Which isn't to say he liked the idea, but he couldn't stop them, and America was born. The French immediately followed with their own revolution for their own rights. Their list was even longer, and they insisted that these rights weren't just made up. They were natural. The Roman concept of natural law had become natural rights. Unfortunately, not everyone was so thrilled. In France, a general named Napoleon decided to overthrow the new French democracy and crown himself emperor of the world. He almost succeeded. But the countries of Europe joined forces and defeated him. Human rights was again a hot topic. They drew up international agreements, broadly granting many rights across Europe. But only across Europe. The rest of the world somehow still didn't qualify. Instead, they got invaded, conquered, and consumed by Europe's massive empires. But then a young lawyer from India decided enough was enough. His name was Mahatma Gandhi, and in the face of violence, he insisted that all people of Earth had rights, not just in Europe. Eventually, even Europeans started to agree. But it wasn't going to be that easy. 2 world wars erupted. Hitler exterminated half the Jewish population of Earth in horrifying Nazi death camps. And all told, 90 million people died. Never had human rights been so terrifyingly close to extinction. And never had the world been more desperate for change. So the countries of Earth banded together and formed the United Nations. Their basic purpose was to reaffirm faith in fundamental human rights, in the dignity and worth of the human person. But what were human rights? Were they the proclamations of Cyrus, the natural laws of Rome, the declarations of France? Everyone seemed to have a slightly different idea of what human rights should be. But under the supervision of Eleanor Roosevelt, they finally agreed on a set of rights that applied to absolutely everyone. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The French concept of natural rights had finally become human rights. So, in summary, at first, only a few lucky people had any rights, until one of those guys decided, hey, other people should have some rights too, which was great, except not everyone agreed. And it only took a few thousand years of fighting and declarations and more fighting until everyone finally agreed that human rights should apply to everyone. And they all lived happily ever after. Except for one little problem. If people have the right to food and shelter, why are 16,000 children dying of starvation every day? 1 every 5 seconds. If people have freedom of speech, why are thousands in prison for speaking their minds? If people have the right to education, why are over 1 billion adults unable to read? If slavery has truly been abolished, why are 27 million people still enslaved today? More than twice as many as in 1800. The fact is, when it was signed, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights did not have the force of law. It was optional. And despite many more documents, conventions, treaties, and laws, it's still little more than words on a page. So the question is, who will make those words a reality?
I have a dream today.
When Dr. King marched for racial equality, he was marching for rights that had been guaranteed by the United Nations for almost 2 decades. But still, he marched. When Nelson Mandela stood up for social justice in the 1990s, his country had already agreed to abolish such discrimination for almost 40 years. But still, he fought. Those who fight today against torture, poverty, and discrimination are not giants or superheroes. They're people. Kids, mothers, fathers, teachers. Free-thinking individuals who refuse to be silent. Who realize that human rights are not a history lesson. They're not words on a page. They're not speeches or commercials or PR campaigns. They are the choices we make every day as human beings. They are the responsibility we all share to respect each other, to help each other, and to protect those in need. As Eleanor Roosevelt said, where, after all, do universal human rights begin? In small places close to home. So close and so small that they cannot be seen on any maps of the world. Yet they are the world of the individual person, the neighborhood he lives in, the school or college he attends, the factory, farm, or office where he works. Such are the places where every man, woman, and child seeks equal justice, equal opportunity, equal dignity without discrimination. Unless these rights have meaning there, they have little meaning anywhere.
Pošto se moja organizacija već dug niz godina bavi proučavanjem pravnog okvira za zaštitu ljudskih prava, posebno za sprečavanje diskriminacije, mi smo uvideli da je pre svega neophodno ući direktno u škole i zapravo razgovarati sa vama, odnosno sa srednjoškolcima, jer je zapravo taj najveći stepen diskriminacije uočen upravo u školama među vršnjacima. Sada, diskriminacija zapravo predstavlja svako nedopušteno i neopravdano pravljenje razlike u odnosu na, ili isključivanje u odnosu na pojedince ili grupe, isključivo na osnovu njihovog ličnog svojstva. Pored toga što to lično svojstvo može biti urođeno kao što su nacionalna pripadnost ili rasa, postoje neka druga lična svojstva na koje ne utičemo mi, odnosno na koje deca, na primjer, mogu zapravo posredno bivaju uključena, a to je siromaštvo porodice, odnosno imovinsko stanje porodice kao takvo. Tako da smo mi primetili da, pored toga što su najugroženije grupe, odnosno najviše izložene diskriminaciji u Srbiji romska populacija i LGBT populacija, da se tu javlja još jedan krug ljudi koji je, odnosno dece u ovom slučaju, koji je posebno diskriminisan u školama, a to su deca lošeg imovinskog stanja. Pre svega ta diskriminacija je uočena na odnosu između samih učenika, jer su ta deca često isključena iz druženja, obično su usamljeni, izdvojeni iz grupa, odnosno ne postoji nikakva vrsta socijalne inkluzije u malim školskim zajednicama, a sa druge strane primećeno je da se i nastavnici na neki način neosvešćeno ponašaju prema takvoj deci, možda čak i nesvesno u ovom slučaju, zato što ukoliko mi organizujemo van nastavne aktivnosti koje uključuju možda plaćanje neke karte u bioskopu ili nekog sličnog elementa, odnosno ako nastavnik informatike zada zadatak da se uradi na kompjuteru, a dete ne posjeduje računar, jako ga lako izlažemo diskriminaciji zapravo na nekim posredan način. Sad ono što sam ja htela vama da predočim jeste da je zapravo jako lako reagovati na diskriminaciju, a da se u Srbiji dešava jako mali broj prijavljivanja diskriminacije u školama. Zapravo najveća odgovornost jeste na vama. Mi smo radili istraživanje nedavno i uočili smo da je preko 70% dece zapravo ili bilo diskriminisano ili prisustvovalo u situaciji koju je prepoznalo kao diskriminišuću, a da pritom nije reagovalo, odnosno da nije prijavilo diskriminaciju kao takvu. Ja bih sada vama zapravo predstavila neke od koraka za prijavljivanje diskriminacije koje su vama zapravo na raspolaganju. Pre svega to polazimo od onog najjednostavnijeg, a to je da prijavimo diskriminaciju, odnosno diskriminatorno ponašanje direktno razrednom starešini ili psihologu škole, koji kasnije imaju obavezu da iznesu to na nastavničkim većima, ali sa druge strane, ukoliko se obratite direktoru, direktor ima i zakonsku obavezu da u roku od 15 dana razmotri slučaj koji ste prijavili i da donese rešenje po kojem treba delovati, i to može u ovom stepenu da se završi nekom vaspitno-disciplinarnom merom za decu koja zapravo diskriminišu svoje vršnjake. Sa druge strane, neki sledeći korak, ukoliko škola neće odnosno ukoliko vam profesori ne izlaze u susret ili ukoliko direktor ne reaguje ili ukoliko nemate više kome u okviru škole da se obratite, naravno vi ili vaši roditelji, sledeći korak je zapravo obraćanje nevladinim organizacijama koje se bave ovim temama poput organizacije u kojoj ja radim ili nezavisnim državnim institucijama kao što su Zaštitnik građana i Poverenik za zaštitu ravnopravnosti. Naravno, Zaštitniku građana se obraćamo ukoliko je došlo do nekog kršenja od strane institucije, odnosno od strane škole ili u ovom slučaju ukoliko direktor nije reagovao, a Povereniku se obraćamo po ličnoj prijavi i onda oni postupaju po našem zahtevu. Naravno, mi smo skoro uradili jedan priručnik za srednjoškolce, upravo kako prepoznati diskriminaciju i kome se obratiti u ovim slučajevima i na kraju tog priručnika, koji ja verujem da će biti distribuiran nakon ne i u hard copy, onda u elektronskoj formi, imate oba formulara i za obraćanje Zaštitniku građana i za obraćanje Povereniku za zaštitu ravnopravnosti. Naravno, krajnji korak, ukoliko ne postoji drugi način da se izborimo protiv diskriminacije u ovakvom momentu, jeste to sudsko procesuiranje diskriminacije, odnosno tužba. Mi to, mislim, tužba protiv diskriminacije najčešće ide u parnični postupak i prema zakonu o zabrani diskriminacije neophodno je postupanje kako bi se konačnom odlukom suda otklonilo diskriminatorno ponašanje, sprečilo neko buduće diskriminatorno ponašanje ili ostvarilo materijalna ili nematerijalna naknada odnosno za saniranje posledica diskriminacije. Takođe, ukoliko diskriminacija, pošto je to jako usko vezano, preraste u vršnjačko nasilje ili nešto više, postoje čak i krivični, može se pokrenuti i krivični postupak protiv osobe, ali to su već neki krajnji koraci za procesuiranje diskriminatornog ponašanja. Ono što je zapravo kako vi možete da se borite kao učenici protiv diskriminacije, pre svega da pođete od sebe i da pokušate da kontrolišete svoje ponašanje prema drugim ljudima, odnosno da ne budete vi ti koji diskriminišu druge ljude po bilo kom osnovu. A sa druge strane, pošto ste u đačkim parlamentima, đački parlamenti imaju jako veliku ulogu kada je u pitanju diskriminacija u školama, jer vi možete da pokrenete debate, da iznesete probleme na svojim sednicama, da se obratite čak i nastavnicima, pošto imate direktan kontakt sa njima. Zato je jako bitno da zapravo vi budete snaga koja će iznutra da zapravo se bori protiv ovog velikog problema. Ukoliko, naravno, tu su nevladine organizacije i država koja organizuju razne edukacije, ne samo za učenike, nego i za profesore i za prosvetne instruktore, tako da samo na taj način, ukoliko više budemo pričali o ovim problemima i ukoliko budemo međusobno imali više razumevanja i empatije, možemo zapravo da iskorenimo ovo ponašanje iz našeg društva. Toliko od mene.
I'm Chinese.
I am Russian.
I am East African.
I'm Canadian.
I am Filipina.
I am Irish.
I am Bulgarian.
Korean.
I am American.
I am Brazilian.
Italian.
Mexican.
I'm British.
Swedish.
French.
I'm Israeli.
Mongolian. I'm South African.
Japanese.
We are mankind.
Human rights. What are human rights? Well, human rights are the values which keep society fair, just and equal. They protect children, the elderly, people in care, victims of domestic violence, people with mental health problems, religious groups, teachers, soldiers, and yes, prisoners. They protect all of us. They protect you. Our human rights are protected by law. That means we can do something if our rights are attacked. But not everyone loves human rights. Some want to water them down, even scrap them. Our rights are under threat, so it's time to get educated. Societies used to be controlled by all-powerful rulers who could be horribly unjust. Kings only gave rights to people they liked. Over thousands of years, people fought for equality, and with every hard-won right came new laws that improved how we lived. But in the 20th century, brutal dictators came to power. They ruled by fear, like the kings of the past. Those hard-won rights, they were dismantled on an unimaginable scale. After World War II, the democracies got together and said, never again. They created a simple document setting out the basic rights we all need to live a dignified life. The European Convention puts rights, not rulers, at the heart of our society. Like the right to life, to liberty, to free speech. Then, in 1998, Parliament passed the Human Rights Act, which made our human rights part of UK law. This means public bodies like hospitals and schools must respect our rights, and if they don't, we can go to our local court to enforce them. Now, because of human rights, patients in hospitals must be treated with compassion. Journalists cannot be forced to reveal their sources. Soldiers must be given proper equipment. Gay people have to be treated equally, and the police cannot keep our DNA forever if we're innocent. We have to be treated fairly, at work, at home, in school, anywhere, everywhere. Our human rights are hard-won. They're part of our British heritage. We are proud of them. If we lose them, vulnerable people will pay the biggest price. Know your rights. Celebrate them. Protect them. Share this video if you think human rights matter. Go on. Share it.
Came up and kissed me one day.
It was an impulse. I just grabbed him and I kissed him on the lips and I ran away.
Because I was like 20 years old. It's not like something you talk about marriage all the time.
But I asked for her number. She wouldn't give me her number.
No, I think he liked me first, for sure, because...
She's hot.
We met in a grocery store.
We were in a class together.
Came up to me one day, says, I got this perfect girl for you.
He was a good dancer, but not too good.
Like he was my soulmate.
She's my queen. Of course, I'm the king.
I said, I have to ask you something. She said, what? And I kneeled down, and
she was laughing and trembling. She gets so embarrassed.
What did I say? I said, will you marry me or will you be my wife?
Will you be my wife?
He proposed to me on my birthday.
And she said, yes. Are you sure?
Sorry.
Protekle 2 godine realizacije projekta Ombudsman bliži građanima i građankama bile su posvećene edukaciji žena prvenstveno iz seoskih sredina o ostvarivanju njihovih prava. Tom prilikom nosioci projekta posjetili su više od 20 seoskih opština i lokalnih samouprava. Kako kažu, zadovoljni su postignutim rezultatima.
Onaj obilazak lokalnih samouprava je rezultirao i povećanjem brojem obraćanja građana i građanka, znači predstavke su se pojavile i to one koje se odnose na kršenje principa rodne ravnopravnosti, više nego što je to bio slučaj ranije. Takođe smo, radeći u javnim preduzećima, organizovali obuke za predstavnike javnih preduzeća.
Između ostalog, projekat se fokusirao na uvođenje principa rodne ravnopravnosti u rad javnih preduzeća u Vojvodini. Prvo preduzeće koje je prepoznalo značaj realizacije ovih aktivnosti bila je Elektrovojvodina, koja je potpisala principe osnaživanja žene koje promovišu Ujedinjene nacije.
U našoj kompaniji su žene na jako dobrim pozicijama, dobro tretirane, dobro se osjećaju i što se tiče tog dela posla vrlo je slika pozitivna i već je puno porađeno. U narednom periodu planirali smo da to još više pojačamo i da radimo znači zajedno sa ljudima iz pokrajinskog ombudsmana na proširivanju svih vrsta i svih tipova aktivnosti koje mogu da se rade na ovu temu.
Realizaciju ovog projekta podržala je Agencija Ujedinjenih nacija za rodnu ravnopravnost i osnaživanje žena uz finansijsku podršku Kraljevine Norveške.